My people, the title says it all. The title says it all. First, Craig Grant scamming people out of Bitcoin. Sign up under me, sign up me, sign up under me, sign up under me. I got hacked. First, 150K was hacked. Then what was it? 70 tokens worth $600 thousand. I got hacked, and the guy's laughing and chuckling. Then the next video, he's in the pool downstairs. This is not, I'll make it back in a couple months. It's okay. It's all good. It's fine. And you know what that moron said? The first time, not this guy now. I'm talking about Craig Grant. You know what that moron said? It's kind of like you're paying taxes. You know, in the crypto game, this is like paying taxes. It comes with the, it comes with it. I'm saying to myself, tell me he's kidding. He's not seriously saying, I'm expecting to be hacked. I'm going to take it when I get hacked. I'm not going to do anything to stop myself from getting hacked. I'll keep rolling with it. And that's my tax to the tax man. The tax man, you mean the hackers. That's what he said. I don't know if you follow this complete imbecile, but I'm just going to say, holy $50. Calling Adam, the North Pole, Papa Elf. Not even a comment. Maybe just because he's glad I'm exposing this nonsense. And I had a guy on, I didn't have him on, excuse me. He commented on one of my earlier videos. Smitty1, I think was his name. And he was talking about, hey, I got in like in the very beginning. When I saw it in Cliff's report on Bitconnect, I jumped in on it. And he put in 45K into it. He says he's pulled out 64 or 65K thus far. But he had to wait 5 months or whatever it was, 4 months, 5 months, whatever the hell it was. To get his initial out. And since then, he's pulled in extra. So again, this is a guy who essentially got in immediately. That's when you're supposed to get in on a Ponzi scheme. So he might have been doing this one right for himself. But I asked him just a moment ago, so I don't know what his answer is because I just asked him. You turned 45K into 65K, but it took you, 6 months now, roughly? If you put that 45K into Bitcoin and just sat on it, instead of putting it into Bitconnect, giving these nonsensical loans and all this crap, you just sat on the Bitcoin from 5-6 months ago. You know what the price was. 45K would probably be worth multiples. I mean, right? So, Craig Grant, there's Trevon. Hold on, let me switch over. This is absolute comedy gold. And first, I'd like to, we have Craig Grant doing a video for his pal, 111 Bitcoin, Trevon James Show. He's doing a video for his pal to let his people know Trevon just got hacked, 111, after he himself just got hacked of 70, and then another 50K or whatever the hell it was, another 150K here, and the guy's laughing. Oh, that's the tax man. I look at it as I'm being taxed. This just comes with this. He's laughing, having a good time. What was the first thing we said? When I say we, I mean me. He's setting you up. Maybe he knows the show's almost over, and he don't want none of y'all asking for a clawback like old Jay Snip4 gave back on BitPetite. I felt that was dirty money, whatever you want to call it, coming in. I don't want no part of it. You want it back? Boom. Here you go. Gone. It's already done. And I said, he's doing that because he don't want you to get no clawbacks. He's going to say, hey, I got hacked. I can't help you guys out. Sorry. And then what did I say? Guess who will probably be next? Let's see if Trevon James shows up. Let's see if Trevon James shows up with the same kind of nonsensical story. Would you believe it? I must, my mom's psychic powers must be rubbing off on me. Or I'm paying very close attention and I'm using my brain. No need for psychic powers. I got hacked for 111 Bitcoins. And look whose video. Look whose video advertisement is playing. 442K in Bitconnect loans. Minus 70 like Bitcoin. Minus 50K. Minus 150K. Minus all this. Ain't no minus. He transferred it to his own wallet. He done cashed out. End of story. Trevon James. Let's skip this. Let's skip this nonsense.
$2,000.
He looks like a guy that just got hacked.
Loan. What's up, everybody? Yes, it's Trevon live on YouTube. Let me I just woke up. Responding to all the not.
Excuse me. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Gotta give due respect.
Well, yeah, nonsense. So, long story short, um, yeah, man, they took my phone number. They got a hold of my phone number and used it to get into my Gmail account, my very secure, my most important Gmail account, my most important Gmail account.
Did you see that little laugh? I want to ask you guys a question. You know how we see these crisis actors and they're, the beheadings, all the crap, and the family is laughing their heads off, and the sister or brother just got his head cut off, is laughing hysterically on, 60 Minutes, Katie Couric show. Oh, didn't he get captured twice now? Yes, he did. This is the second time. Are you crazy? Or are you fake actor? These people get on TV, they lie to your face, and they can't help themselves. They're laughing their asses off. Maybe you didn't catch that. Trevon James just lost 111. We're going to do the exact math. The exact math on this. 111 times $8,200 Bitcoin. Nearly $1 million. Nearly $1 million if he really got hacked. Let's watch that again. I'm sure he's going to be about to start crying. Hold on.
To get into my Gmail account, my very secure, my most important Gmail account. My most.
And they just, you got to laugh your ass off. What had happened was they got into my most secure. Do these guys, now remember, which YouTuber was it that had a very impressive looking music video for Bitconnect? You're looking at him. This fella right over here. And I said then, say, who paid for that video? And the actors and the singers and the crew and the music and everything. Who paid for that? It's on his channel. It was only uploaded to his channel. Now people did copy it and re-upload it, but he presented it. This man right here. You think he paid for music video? You think he's going to waste his own money, his own Bitcoins to pump a multi-hundred thousands of dollars worth of acting and music video and whatever production for Bitconnect and then put it on his own channel? Absolutely not. Now the people at the very top of Bitconnect, the ones you and I don't see or know, might have paid for it and then said, hey, put it on your channel. You're one of our top guys over there. That's possible. So I'm just going to ask, is it also possible that Trevon James and Craig Grant, rude boy Craig Grant, know the people at the top, are pumping this the whole time knowing they're going to know exactly when to pull out? No pun intended. Is it possible? Craig Grant, I got hacked. What was that? A couple weeks ago? Maybe? Now Trevon Martin, that's the other guy. Trevon James got hacked, 111 Bitcoin gone. And he's laughing and snickering about it, just like Craig Grant. You got to be kidding me. And remember what Craig Grant said about his first 150K he lost? I'm not even going to sweat it. I may not even do anything about it. I don't even care. People are like, what are you talking about? 150K, bro? That's a lot of damn money. What do you mean? Look into it. Check it out. Oh, I don't know. What does he mean, bro? I'll tell you what he means, bro. He means what I told you. What did old J Snip 4 always tell you? If I ever show my ugly face and call somebody out, another person, for the whole world, for God, Jesus, God, and baby Jesus to see, I've done my research and I know I'm right, which is why I will go to that extent at that point. And I called these two shysters out long in advance. And then Craig Grant gets hacked. And then Trevon James is now hacked and he's smiling and laughing at you. I want to sing a little song for Trevon James. You get blue like everyone, but me and Grandpa Joe can make your troubles go away, blow away. Cheer up, Trevon. Give me a smile. He just gave you a smile. He just gave you a smile. That was a Willy Wonka song he was singing. His mama was singing to him. Give me a smile. There he is, Trevon. Oh, sorry, that was Craig on that one. Excuse me. Here we go. Let's hear what else we has to say.
Most important Gmail account, and took my number. I guess got some kind of authenticated themselves, and got into my Gmail account and got to my private keys and stuff like that.
Got to his private keys and stuff like that. Oh, poetry, grammar, poetry, stuff like that. Ralph Parker, A+, A+. Christmas Story. You know, anybody in this game with any kind of real money, whether it's what you've earned, what you've put in, whatever, automatically knows you don't leave your freaking private keys sitting for the whole effing world to see in your Gmail account. First of all, in any of damn email account. Now, I've got my own domain name that I bought, I've had for a long time, and I control that, so to speak. I don't control Gmail. You don't know who the hell's looking at it behind the scenes in Gmail. Not that I believe this guy anyways. But you think he left his private keys in his email and Gmail. Do you really think that's what's happened here, my friends?
And before I could, do anything, they took the Bitcoin.
Right. Let me explain something to you guys. Do you remember the other day? I don't need to see this anymore, but little update. My fault. Still doing Bitconnect. Watch the video. You flayed yourself says someone steals 900K and you just laugh it off. Seems like a scandal to me. 35 thumbs up. Excuse me. 36 thumbs up. Seems like another scam. He doesn't lose shiznit. Fakes. I'd be pissed. No calm for me. If anything, I bet he sold it all and using this escape route to get out of Bitconnect. Isn't that amazing? Everyone wants to come over here and pound on my face with a baseball bat for ever even opening it, my mouth that is, on Bitconnect. And then I said, okay, I guess I'll have to lay off on that one for a while until it implodes. However, here's what I'm expecting to see. And we're seeing it. We got Laser Online currently collapsing still. People stuck in there. We're going to create an ICO. We're going to forcefully transfer your money in your account into this, our ICO. So you're going to hold these tokens. And we're setting the price of that too, by the way. So piss off. What do the tokens do, Laser? Nothing. But Laser, you create an ICO. What do the tokens actually do? Not really anything, honestly, when you look at it. USI Tech, another one. I'm telling you, I just did a video this morning. This freaking morning. And what did Cliff High say about the weekend, this and that? Get ready for some very crazy stuff, news, cryptos, political, it's going down. He says, if my timing's correct. And it seemed that the party got started this past weekend. I mean, wouldn't you agree? I was out here talking to you guys about it. And now we're just a few days past this last weekend. Again, timing, whatever. Maybe it's really going to get started this weekend. Who knows? And he lost it, right? He laughs it off. Just like, guess who? Craig Grant. So, I did a video in which I'm going to show you. Give me 1 second. No, I want to find it first. Not on the first page. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Here we go. Okay. Right here. Realist News. Now, this is November 13th. Today's the 22nd. The BitPetite / Bitconnect hackers are after JSNIP 4. Why did I do that video? Because I got a notification from Gmail automatically. We recognize someone trying to log into your account. We have stopped the attempt. I didn't have to do anything. I don't have any special settings on my account. It just knew. IP address in California, logging in as you. Boop. Stopped them. And I told you they used the same password. Now, again, it was a dormant account I don't even use. It's not really attached to anything. And I decided I'm going to leave my password on some of these sites to see if my theory is correct. And they tried to do it. And they successfully got the right password on that one particular account, which told me that was the one I was using on those other ones. You know, on BitPetite and whatnot. But they got stopped in their tracks. So if Trevon James thinks he's going to fool an IT director, been in IT for God knows how long now, 20 years, been there, done that, know everything, don't know everything, but I, jack of all trades in that world, master of none kind of a thing. And you think we're all going to believe that someone was able to go to that length, hack into your account, change this, change that, install the authenticator, hacked your phone, mobile device too, got the phone number, proper phone number, everything. And you never got an effing alert on your phone itself telling you. But as soon as anything happens on my account, Gmail's nailing me. My phone's telling me, emails are coming in. Yep, that was me. I was using a new tablet I got, a little Android device. Yes, it was me. Click, okay. But Trevon James thinks you're an effing moron. And so does Craig Grant. So my question is, which I'll go ahead and close these off now. I don't need to show you anything else. My question is the exit play in progress with Bitconnect? Do these guys have an inside and know when the end is nigh? I will say this. I find this extremely fascinating and interesting that Cliff High said around approximately December the 9th, it would look like Bitconnect go bye-bye. Or at the very least, I guess you could say, hey, I can't log in anymore. What happened? Those kind of things start showing up. But why are these guys doing it now? He's the guy that had this massively expensive video on his show, on his channel. Trevon James did. Craig Grant, also, both these guys been hanging out together, Miami scene. Craig's been in the clubbing and dance music, all that stuff scene for a long time. I looked at the video he's put up and showed you his own blog, hanging out with Slick Rick. That fella. And some others. Puff Daddy, I think, is down there. He's got some pictures hanging out, Puff. Of course, he might have been a cockroach scurrying around and just happened to bump into him and, hey, can I get a picture? Yeah, thanks. And then he takes off. But it looked like he was in that scene, so I'm not going to say that. So they know they could get this pulled off. They can create a nice music video, singer, everything. How much do you think that cost? Why would they waste their own money? Answer, they would not. But if they're pumping the top pumpers and they didn't even show up to any of these nonsensical meetings Bitconnect's been having. Yeah, come on, pump the rally. And I'm showing you videos. The one in Asia and Cambodia and who the hell are these people? This is scary looking when I watch this. What the hell's going on here? They didn't show up. They're not any of the top partners. Some guy, some white dude you've never heard of in your life, he's the top partner represented by the U.S. I look him up, no social media, no LinkedIn, no nothing. He was the top guy. Really? You don't say. No YouTube channel, no nothing. If these guys, Trevon had nearly $1 million, Craig Grant has the same, and they've both lost it all recently. Believe me when I tell you they're the top earners. So now we just have to wait and see. If you hear Bitconnect dying, literally in the next couple of months or so, we'll know. Because they may have a little bit of notice, like as in, guys, in like 3 months, it's going down. You may want to do the plan. What plan? The hack. You guys got hacked? Oh, yeah. Got it. Craig, you go first. Craig, I need to borrow your car. Craig, you go first. I'll wait a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, then I'll go. So my question will be, if Bitconnect's going to die in 3 months, why are these guys having a hack attack just a couple of weeks apart? This is very interesting. Again, Cliff High's words. And the odd thing was, Cliff High didn't say we ran like a web bot data run on this thing. He used some tool system he had in place to find out if some of these ICOs and things are scams, not these Ponzi, just ICOs in general. He doesn't want to look into some that appear to maybe be a scam. In other words, it looks like a legit company. They're not doing a Ponzi. Then there's no MLM, multi-level marketing. There's none of that. It's just basically a fake ICO. He wants to try to delve into that and to see if we can make, not we, he and his team of people can spot them. That thing, they said, we'll do a perfect test run. Let's check this Bitconnect thing out. Bang. Nope. Not looking good. December 9th came up. That was part of the process of whatever he was doing. I don't know what he did, by the way. But I do know this wasn't exactly like a full-on webbot run. I'll also say, if he did use the webbot in any capacity to go help him with that process, he didn't say it when we were talking to you guys. And he hasn't told me that. So it was a process he has, and he didn't get real detailed with it. So I can't answer. I'm just telling you that because I can't answer. I can't say for certain webbot or not, but the way he said it didn't, to me, come off as the webbot did this. It was his method, if you will. And I should have asked, well, how did you come up with December 9th? Like, I should have asked him specifically, how did you come up with that date? Because you can look at something and do your analysis, but how are you going to give it a date like that? Maybe he has the answer. I don't know. But I also didn't think about, hey, the news unit. Hey, Snippy, you're a fudster. You in the 3 amigos. The news unit. Guys, I'm glad the news unit came in. If you want to listen to the worst garbage, this guy has been doing live streams 5-6 hours long, talking about nothing, rambling. He is good friends with Silver Goldman, FYI. This is like his long lost uncle's brother's cousin. The news unit. I was thinking of more or less maybe you can call yourself the clown car. Did his Bitconnect get stolen? He's not saying that. He's saying it was 111 Bitcoin. And he's saying that they went into his wallet through a method of going through Gmail, changing his Gmail stuff on him, changing the phone attached to it, I guess, the authenticator. Never him getting an email, a pop-up on his own phone saying, hey, this stuff is changing. Did you do this? Which Google always does. It alerts you immediately when that kind of stuff happens. You're not going to be able to take it out of his name, put it your password in a different alternative email attached to the Gmail account, set up a new authenticator, and this guy doesn't know what's happening while it's happening. You're going to be your phone's going to be blowing up. Google alert. What the F is this? As I was telling you guys, I was doing my live stream. I get an email pop up. Google, I was looking. I was like, oh, hey, look at that. Someone's trying to get in on the other Coinbase thing, but it was also a scam. But our hack attempt was nonsense. It was more of a phishing attack. But the other one I told you guys about, my video where I said, hey, the old hackers from BitPetite/Bitconnect look like they're going after OJ Step 4 trying to hack my account because they successfully used one of my passwords on a dormant Gmail account I had. And Gmail alerted me immediately. My phone alerted, email came in alerted, I got it. You always get those emails. You're going to get the alert on your phone. He said, by the time I figured it out, I was already gone. They already got my private keys. My private keys were stored in my Gmail. You got $1 million messing around in a wallet, and your keys, your private keys, you leave them in your email. Rule number 1, I'm number 1. Rule number 2, the croc is number 2. Before we get started, what about rule 3? Oh, come on, kid. I'm just trying to... So you don't know rule 3? Trevon and Craig, you don't know rule 1? Rule number 1. You never put your private keys in an email and leave them there, first of all. If you got them zipped up and password protected and something, I can understand. But even then, my stuff ain't in no email. My stuff is on thumb drives hidden. I've got private printouts, laminated, hidden. Know what I'm saying? You think you believe this guy? Right. Of course you don't. So again, Craig's doing it. He gets hacked. Twice. Bitconnect and Bitcoin, he gets hacked. Trevon James didn't really say anything about Bitconnect. He's mostly talking about 111 Bitcoin that were in his wallet are gone. And he's laughing and chuckling while he's telling you. And one of his comments, which I read a moment ago, said, dude, you lose 900K and you're laughing and chuckling? Next comment, looks like an exit scam's happening. Yep, looks like... And I'm thinking, but I can't say that on my channel. I can't talk bad about Bitconnect. I'll hurt feelings. I may screw some people who are in that Ponzi who want to get the F out as fast as possible. And if I open my mouth, more people might exit quicker with the recurring. Let's not let it reinvest. Let's take it out because now I made them nervous. So you guys might lose because of me opening my mouth. Well, I don't want to hurt my subscribers. But then again, there's new people who are going to get had. And for them to get had, this game has to continue. And I don't want the new people to get had. I want the new people to learn about cryptos and be happy with cryptos, not figure out their first time getting screwed. So I need to do something about this. Which is why it's hard for me to stay away and just shut my mouth. So now we have two Bitconnect pumpers, the biggest on the face of the internet, as in YouTube specifically. We both got hacked 2 weeks apart. Sure. Sure you did. Cryptos need to be banned, says Coded Chaos. I don't think so. Chi Cryptic, F Bitconnect, trade like a man. Bang, now we're talking, son. And I was talking earlier about a guy, I think his name was Smitty1 or Schmidt1 or something. And he's talking about today, you know, hey, I got 64K. And I'm like, did you pull out 64K or it's on the dashboard? You know, he said, no, I got it. He said, but I was one of the first ones in when it first came out. And I put 45 large up in there, 45K. So he's like, I was able to finally get it back out and then reinvest some of it, make the interest off it or whatever. I don't know how much he reinvested or what the deal is, but he said he pulled out 64K. But he also said, I'm pulling out $401 a day right now. So if you're pulling out $401 a day right now, that tells me, and maybe if he's here by chance, he can answer this, but that tells me you reinvested a whole bunch more back into it. Which means you're going to have to wait another 4, 5, 6 months to get it out. So I don't know what his deal is. But even if he just put the 45K in, took the 64 out, and then called it quits, I thought about it, said, well, that means he's been in this for probably 5 or 6 months at least. And if that's the case, what was the price of Bitcoin 6 months ago? And if you put 45K into Bitcoin 6 months ago, 5 months ago, whatever, and sat on it, you would have at least probably, what, quadrupled? Easily? I'd say probably quadrupled, right? Let's say $2,000, 2,468. You'd quadrupled that 45. You'd have nearly $200,000, but instead you got 64K. So at the same time, you can't be upset if you turn 45 into 64K in, 4, 5, 6, whatever months, obviously. But again, it's with the Bitconnect thing. Everyone's pushing this. There's no way this thing can continue on for too much longer. I just don't know. News unit. Love the news unit. Where'd he go? Hold on. Let's go big chat. News unit. Boy, Joey and his usual stupid fetishes. Boy, Joey needs a palm reading about now from mom. What else you got, news unit? Keep going. Where's he at? News unit. Investigator. News unit. Let's, again, this is another kind of a silver gold man, just an FYI. So since he's in here trolling, let's go take a little look-see at his channel. Go to channel, and here we go. Check this guy out. This guy's got an epic channel. 31 views, 21 views, 151 views, 121, 131, 83. Oh, whoa, what the? Kooky, crypto, mental instability, JSnip4, Silver Goldman. Current chaos, YouTube, Silver Goldman, JSnip4, Laser. Hey, look at this guy. The news. Oh, what's this? Whoa. Silver Goldman continues his live YouTube. Is this JSnip4 with the little fat bastard action with my face on it? What is that? That's fantastic. Look at, I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. You probably already know this though. You know how you're going to know one day, like if you do something, whether entertainment, movie, you become an actor, you become some kind of star, you become successful at something, you've got whatever it is, you got a following of people that support you. The thing that, the day you'll recognize, I made it. It's obvious now. I made it. This is cool. All you have to do is find other people, like in this case in YouTube, and see on a haters channel, are they talking about you? If the answer is yes, talking about you in a negative way. The answer is yes, my friends, you've made it. You're big time now. When you got trolls hating on you, creating channels, and they can't even bring up any real good content themselves, and they only hate on you, it lets you know you're doing it right. Doing it, and doing it well. News unit. See, Mike B. Mike B's up in the house. I made it because Silver Goldman loves me. I got something I need to knight Mike B. You got anything here? A little pole or something I can knight him with real quick? A pen. Mike B, I'd like you to, if you don't mind, wherever you're standing, if you could just kind of kneel on one knee, please. I'd like to officially announce you've made it. You are correct. Silver Goldman's all over your case. And I would like to knight you with this, one of my favorite pens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's for Mike B. Officially made it. Bang. Oh, love it, man. I already got a sword, but thanks. Yeah, that dude makes knives. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Mike B. Mike B. A knife was a case that he gave me. Yep. He makes these as a little side thing for fun. He threw one over at Jason at Forsway a while back. And I got it sitting right here on my desk, so I stare at it every day. Mike B, you're all right, son. You are all right. Yeah, it's a nice knife. Let me tell you something. It's sharp. It's solid. Ain't no little amateur screwing around in their backyard. He knows what he's doing. Let me just tell you that. So I wasn't gonna do any videos for tomorrow. Man, Thanksgiving. I will tell you though, I've been doing this the last couple of years. I think I skipped last year because I got one of these damn oven, like a little desktop roaster, oven turkey roaster, whatever. You can roast anything in it. Man, I wasn't real satisfied with it. Matter of fact, I think we tossed it. Didn't we throw that thing away? Yeah, just throw it away. Get it out of my face. I got a smoker. I smoked it one year. It came out pretty good. I overcooked it a little bit, but you can get away with that when you inject meats or turkey or whatever. And it's okay. So I learned, you know what, when the temperature is a little bit before then, start paying a little bit more close attention to it because it starts to rise faster, as it gets cooking, up to temperature. So I'm going to smoke it this year. What do you got? Something funny? Happy we killed the Indians Day, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a knife. Yeah, it's Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Crocodile Dundee. I heard he had a wife back when he made that first movie that had a face only a mother could love, according to him. Kind of I don't know if she was mean or whatever, but just awful. Like, this is what I read, okay? I'm just telling you what I read. Awful looking. Horrible. And then he met that beautiful blonde on set, fell in love, they got married, they had kids, etc. But then they divorced later on, years later. But a little fun tip for you. But anyways, on the turkey thing, I'm gonna give you a little pro tip on this because I found this online and I've been doing this a couple times. It works quite well. Now I smoke my turkeys. I do like to inject them with the seasoning stuff, but this year I'm not injecting at all. I'm gonna let it sit in the big brine kind of a thing in a bag. I've got a little 5-gallon bucket with a nice, brand new garbage bag. Put in the bucket, fill it with this solution I'm about to tell you about. Let it sit overnight, like the night before you're about to cook it or smoke it or whatever. And you could roast it this way. It doesn't matter. I choose to smoke mine this time because the first time I did it was really good. You get ginger ale, cranberry juice, ocean spray, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Pick your favorite cranberry juice. Ginger ale, cranberry juice. You're going to need some poultry seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and brown sugar. You can kind of mix it however you feel like you want to mix the brown sugar. I go a little heavier on the brown sugar, decent amount of salt, and you're going to the mixture as far as the liquids go is 50-50. 50% ginger ale, 50% cranberry juice whatever amounts you end up needing to fill your little, turkey thing. Because you want to pretty much cover the thing to the top. Once it's sitting in whatever device you're using. In my case, I'm using a 5-gallon bucket with a bag inside. And I set it in there. You want to get all the giblets and all the crap out of the turkey. So it's wide open cavity. Let it sit in there. Put that stuff in there. Let it sit overnight. It'll suck in that stuff through the skin, through the meats, the meat, whatever. And then throw it out there and smoke. Now I'm going to smoke it. So when I go out there to smoke it, sometimes you get lucky with the way the cavity looks. Sometimes it'll retain some of the water, the liquid. Sometimes it won't. It is what it is. But when you smoke stuff anyways, you got that little pan underneath anyways with water and liquid. Usually water is fine. Or some people will use, like when you're smoking barbecue, you can use apple cider or whatever. Doesn't matter. There just needs to be liquid in there to kind of steam it as you smoke it. Anyways, it's like a bite of Thanksgiving. Every bite is a taste of Thanksgiving because you've got the cranberry flavor. You know what I mean? You got all that stuff in there, almost like a little stuffing flavor, the poultry. It's not good. It's freaking great. Wonder if I should invite Craig Grant and Trevon James over. You guys want to come over? Not a chance in hell. They're in Miami. I'm not too far from them. You guys want to come over? Well, I'll take a look at your Bitcoin. I'll take a look at your Gmail and see if I can help you stop getting hacked. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. You didn't get hacked. Oh, that's right. You are pulling an exit scam on everybody. So that, again, when this thing goes down and people say, you got me into this, you mother effer, you got me into this. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. You need to give us our commission back at least. Hey, that guy Jason 4 did that. You need, I set a precedence. Jason 4 set a precedence that I probably shouldn't have set. But I'm an honorable kind of guy and I don't want no kind of blood money, so to speak, or crypto. So the hell with it. Bang, you're getting it back. And now they're going to know, because I've already said it and I've even commented on their channels. Hey guys, just want to make sure when this goes down, and it's going down, you're going to give a claw back like I did. You're going to give these people their commission money back, right? Start taking names now, because when BitPetite went back, I couldn't log in to actually see who was under me. So I had to take their word for it. I don't want you guys to have to go through that. So can you make sure you've done that? Because I think you're going to have to give, you really should give this back because, it's the right thing to do. Oh, I got hacked. I can't give it back. I got hacked. Could you imagine if I said that? Guys, I know I said I was going to give this BitPetite stuff, the 10% commission back, but I got hacked. Oh, look at that guy. My Gmail got hacked and this guy. You guys would say, Joe, the dark side has taken over. We know what you're doing. I can't believe you're doing this. This is not you. I hate you now, and I'm unsubscribing. That's what you would say, and rightfully so, if that was the case. Rightfully so. But that ain't how JSnip rolls. I'm going to make it right. Shouldn't have ever got into it. We did. It was a mistake, but it might have been one of the best mistakes in my life because it's led me to here today and to call out these other ones and to potentially save people from these other ones. What else we got? What else is going on, party people? News unit. The three Fudskateers are Boy Joey, Crocodile Cliff, and Bix Queer. Boy Joey is the lead peeping and muttering wizard. How about no? Where is this moron? There he is. News unit. Time to say goodbye. Put user in timeout. Go for it. Go into timeout. One of our kids, when they were young, real young, like 2.5, maybe 3. We had a little timeout bench. Nicole, you shouldn't have done that. Emily, no, honey, I already warned you once. Now you're going to have to go to the timeout bench. One day me and my wife were walking out of the bedroom or something to the kitchen or living room. This is the original old house, the one we had a little foreclosure fight. And we look over, or maybe we were going the opposite way. Anyways, we look over, Nicole's sitting on the bench, and we thought for a minute, maybe she just wants to sit down. No, she's just like sitting there. Nicole, what are you doing, honey? Why are you sitting over there? I'm in timeout. You're in timeout? Why? What'd you do? What happened? I didn't put in timeout. And she said something. Whatever she did, she told us. It was just the cutest thing you ever saw. Put herself in timeout. Anyway, so yeah. The news unit. You're in timeout, son. I'm not sure how timeout lasts. I'm not really sure how that. on live streams, I don't really see anything that says it. Maybe I got to right click him again or something, find him and untime out him somehow. Whatever. You're staying in there, son. What kind of I like hickory, although I'll tell you, applewood's good too. I like applewood, and that's actually what I've got right now in the garage. Got a nice bag of that stuff, and it doesn't take a lot. So here's another pro tip. I've got a little red cylindrical smoker. It's electric, by the way. I prefer electric. Again, I don't want to have to be messing with wood, dealing with the temperatures up and down. You can really use an electric one quite easy. You know what I mean? But then again, you do want smoke and stuff in there. So what you do, again, the coils are at the bottom of these smokers, these electric ones. So if you set something on top of it, it will ignite it, ultimately. So what you do is you get some aluminum foil, get your wood chips, and I'd say get two, I don't know, maybe bigger, maybe about this, fistfuls, call it. Maybe this little bit bigger, or maybe around the size of a couple tennis balls. That's about the size you want of these little wood chips. You're going to put those into... First of all, you want to let them soak in water for maybe just a few minutes is okay, actually. Let them soak in water just for a few minutes, if that. Take them out. Put them into the aluminum foil. Again, you're going to ball all that up. Two different ones. Just fistfuls, okay? Nice and tight. And then poke some nice sized holes, several, in each of the things, because you're going to want to get the smoke to come out. And they'll be in the aluminum foil. So once you do that, you're going to set those... And you can do this before you turn the smoker on. You should. That way you're not down there messing around with something when the damn thing's on. It's burning hot. But I'll set my two aluminum, balls, if you will, of aluminum foil right there on to where they're at least touching the filament or whatever, the heater that cooks the damn stuff. And it will cause them to get, basically, not going to set them on fire per se, but it'll get them to where they become ash later on. You don't want to put too big of holes in there because, again, they will become ash. And when you start to take the lid off or look on the side or do something, that air coming up will pull up the ash. You don't want to get the ash. That's why you don't put it like right there on there. You got to put them in aluminum foil. You don't want to just put the wood down there. So put them in aluminum foil, poke some holes, just a few holes. Doesn't take much. And they don't have to be giant holes. And you should be good. That'll give it enough, in my opinion, smoke flavor. If you want a little bit extra smoke flavor, you're going to need maybe a third one. 2 is usually good enough for me. And I don't make these huge balls of them. Just a couple of fistfuls, nothing real crazy. Works well. Yeah, I'm not actually a chef or anything, but I worked at the old smokehouse in Tennessee. My boss can really cook. And, I learned a few things. And, he can make some barbecue. I mean, he can make some barbecue. Let me tell you something. And hamburgers, everything. Another pro tip, you're going to make any burgers, and you got the chopped meat or whatever, get really fine Italian breadcrumbs and just mix it in the patties. Just, if you're balling them up anyways and flatten them out, Italian seasoning, Italian breadcrumb seasonings type of stuff. Not really seasoning, but the Italian breadcrumbs, they make it in a fine powdery, not real powdery, but you know what I mean? Like a texture of salt or maybe a little thinner. They get them. You just grab it. Again, you're going to have to figure out how much you think you need in there, but it just gives it some great flavor, man. You want to go somewhere? I guess. Wife's hungry. She's going hungry, yeah. I do mind eating GMO bread from the lands of Tennessee. I did a parody a long time ago on that. I don't even think it exists anymore. Because I was all a little upset that my neighbors, GMO, Roundup everything, going into the little stream next to us. It's flooding into my yard when it rains. Oh, I thought I had a bunch of farmers out here. I do, but they're all up on Roundup stuff. GMO corn. So I did a little parody one day back in the day. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna take off, I think. And again, ain't gonna be no videos. Just this is it. I figured I'll come out here and almost thought just briefly. Let me run around, be playing a couple more of those little tree moringa things, and hey, a little update from the crypto, ranch or whatever the hell we call this place. And just say, hey, happy Thanksgiving, that kind of a thing. What is the dog's name? We've actually named it Smokey for now. Doesn't look like a Smokey to me, but the kids like to call him Smokey. And I feel like, yeah, and he's been eating. The vet told us, look, do it this way, and they're going to give you some high-calorie food. And as soon as he's done eating, let me tell you something. Not that you probably didn't already expect this. You want to see a dog lick a bowl clean? Whoa. And then sniff around and walk around just on patrolling for anything. And you open a door. Oh, food? Oh, okay. Hear a cabinet shut. What? Oh, okay. But he's actually a pretty good dog. Hasn't peed or done anything in the house. He's very potty trained. Just barks at the cats right now sometimes and chases them. And we thought, uh-oh. And the guy up in Orlando was like, he's willing to take the dog. But everyone's like, well, you can train him to, as soon as he does, pull a Caesar Milan on him. Hey, Oh, okay. Don't do that. All right. He'll probably learn quickly. So we're going to give him a chance. We're definitely going to give this guy a chance because it's an older dog, man, but it's like a nice, good little dog, man. Came sniffing up on the crypto cave here. I'm in the middle of doing a video here in the garage. What the hell is that? Freaking, raccoon or something? Nope. Open the door just because I always have the screen shut when I do my videos, and then depending on how the weather is, I leave the door open or closed. Open it up. There's a little muzzle sniffing me out. I'm thinking, well, if he's starved, if he's looking like that, he might be in zombie mode of, might want to bite me or something. So, a little hand up through the window, up through the screen. He sniffed it, looked at me, gave me those eyes. That was it. Tell me, he gave me eyes, gave me sweet little eyes. And I'm like, man, oh boy. All right, buddy, let's go. Go to the house. He's barely keeping up, shivering like crazy. And again, he ain't shivering no more, even though he's as skinny as a freaking skeleton still. But again, you can't just let him devour until he's full, get sick. So you got to just get him on a high calorie diet, let him get his weight back and that kind of thing. But we took him out in the old crypto golf cart, jumped up on there, sat down on a lap, let's roll. And the other dog, our other dog, Charlie, little puppy, still, he's up there with us too. I thought, well, he's going to be clobbering this dog to death. My little one, the little dog. And he's an older, I don't think he wants to play. But now that he's here for a few days, the quick excitement dog to play with is over. And now he's not all crazy all over the dog. So that's working out good. Actually, she's bringing him in right now. Bringing in Smokey. Smoke dog. Smokey. Yeah. Time stands still when I'm with you. Oh. There he is. And he's got that jaw slide. Hear it? Yeah, look at that bone. Hear that? Here, do it again. Let's hear it. Pick up the mic. Come on, a little closer. I don't. My mic's not picking it up. I can see the light's not flashing, but it's like got this little. I don't know. That's enough of that though. Smokey, and Charlie. It's a good dog. I don't know what was he displaced from the storm, the hurricane? Was he, I have no idea. There's no microchip. There's no nothing. So wife took him down, and he don't want to leave. He don't try to leave off leash, nothing. He follows us around. He ain't like, okay, I'm full. I'm leaving now. Dip out on you guys. Thanks for feeding me. I'm out. Like a Silver Goldman kind of maneuver, or the news unit kind of maneuver. Come over and eat all your food and then leave. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, in the goddamn refrigerator, eating up all the food, all the pig's feet, all the ham hocks. I want some pig's feet. Friday. His name's Smokey. Smokey Fish. Smokey from Friday, man. Come on. Yeah, where's the bandit? Well, that was him. You just missed it. Did you just miss it or what? Dr. Lecter. Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. Fava beans. Feed him a few dead Indians. Yeah, I know. The whole thing, Christopher Columbus, and we made peace with the Indians and we traded, and yeah, we gave them freaking blankets filled with smallpox, and let's try to kill these bastards off. That's our, that's the truth. But the reality, or the fake reality we're told, is, there was a few wars, but the Indians were the savages. These savages did this to us. Fake news, it's always been around, folks. And it always comes from the government. Because they write the history books. Right? He who wins the war writes the history. And this area where we live, by the way, has some pretty interesting Indian history in the past. There was actually some battles over this way. And arrowheads apparently galore. I haven't decided to start digging all over my property because I don't want to do that. But apparently you can find spearheads and arrowheads and all kinds of stuff out here. Which I don't know. I like being around that kind of stuff. Just knowing I'm like there with something significant happened at one point. It wasn't nothing really major, but there was a couple of skirmishes and things like that happened out this way. Pretty neat. So what do you got there? Big Mike. What's up, Big Perm? I mean Big Worm. Big Mike. You never walked a bean field and had to hoe the weeds that would overtake the fields before GMO. Yeah, that's true. Seminole Indians, yeah. I'm Cherokee and Choctaw. My mama, she's a Chickasaw. She's a one of a kind. I'm an Indian outlaw. Half Cherokee and Choctaw, says Oscar Pittaford. My baby, she's a Chickasaw. Bam, bam, bam. Remember that old country song? See, I really didn't know country until I worked at this auto shop back in the 90s. And they played it every day. Can we change the channel? No. Country. Ah, what is this crap? And then, I kind of like that song. Hey, that sounds kind of neat too. Now I know them and I'll never freaking forget them. Okay? Thanks. Mike Worm. What an easy mistake. No, Big Worm. It's a Big Worm is again back on the movie Friday. What's up, Big Perm? I mean Big Worm. Ken, baby. This was Ken. I was telling people the other day. I contacted this guy. I didn't want to give him your full name. This guy did this little research months ago. He got attacked. Of course, he got hacked from these people immediately. They've effed with his ID, and he just got over this. And he's like, we were kind of talking like, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea for you to come on my show. All you need is that headache again, dude. I appreciate your story, but yeah, let's just let's part ways here. Let's stay over there and I'll stay over here because I don't want to bring you on any, more stuff. But he, again, same kind of thing. After saying exit scam of some kind of Bitconnect pre-exit, yeah. So I don't know how long you've been here, Ken, but basically the two biggest pumpers on YouTube, Craig Grant, Trevon James, pumping Bitconnect. The other day, like 2 weeks ago, Craig comes out, I got hacked. They stole Bitconnect and a bunch, like 70 Bitcoins, $600,000-$700,000 worth. And he's laughing and I'm not going to do anything about it. This is like the tax. The way I look at this is like a tax. You got to pay your taxes. Except in crypto world, it's like the Wild West. So when you get hacked, it's like you had to pay a tax. But that's okay. I'll make it back up. And everybody's like, you just lost how much? And you're like laughing. Like, what? And the other day when he lost 150K supposedly in Bitconnect, he says the same thing. I'm not even going to sweat it. It's no big deal. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Like, you buy a house, in Florida, there's a couple spots you can certainly buy a house for 150K. May not be the nicest house, but you could do it. Doesn't make sense. And I said then, now all we got to do is wait for Trevon James. Let's see if he does this next. Then you're going to know. Guess what just happened today? The day before Thanksgiving. Trevon James, I've been hacked 111 Bitcoin. They got into my Gmail and they stole my private keys and they changed my authenticator and everything. And you didn't get an effing pop-up 1,000 times from Google, your phone yelling at you. Someone's trying to... It'll tell you instantly. Any changes, you're getting notified. Exit play may very well be in progress. Cliff High seems to think it won't get past December. Again, I don't know what method he used to determine that date. But he said December 9th or so was his date that he pulled out. You're down on Bitcoin? Ramp love. So exactly, Dwayne Harris, XO GMOs. Neo Connect also. I don't even know what that. I haven't heard of that one. Didn't Bozak say the same thing happened to his phone? I don't know. Maybe if Ken's still here, maybe you can answer that, Ken. I guess your phone, were they able to hack your phone somehow? And you not get notified or anything like that? Maybe he can answer that if he's still here. No, I mean, it's not Ponzi. No, crypto's not a Ponzi. No, that barbecue sauce I was talking about is called Blues Hog. The original flavor. That's all you need to know. Don't get any other brand or any. They make 2 different ones. Don't even mess with those. They make like a smoky one, smoky flavor. Forget it. You want barbecue sauce? Blues Hog. You can get them on Amazon, by the way. You cannot find them in the grocery store. At least we haven't. No, we're not nowhere in Florida. And even when I was in Tennessee, I couldn't find it on the shelves. Homemade cranberry. Yeah, we don't normally do homemade cranberry sauce. None of my family really does. We get the canned stuff if we do it, unfortunately. I'm about to go, guys. Talking about Lisk and stuff. Yeah, Lisk. I told you the other day, a buddy of mine was like, hey, I want to get 70 Lisk. Can you help me do it? I did a video telling you guys, hey, I just helped my friend get 70 ETH worth of Lisk. He made a nice profit. He actually got out of it today. And was it today or yesterday? It might have been yesterday. Actually, it was yesterday. And he got into something in which the name changed. And I'll tell you what that is as soon as I can find it. BX something, It used to be like BQX or something, but it changed to some new coin. You guys know what I'm talking about? Anyone know quickly what I'm talking about right now? It was like BXQ or BQX, and it changed names recently to something else. Was it Ethos? Maybe it was Ethos. I think you're right. I think you guys are right. I think it was Ethos. BQX, yeah. So or is it Bitcoin? Yeah. It used to be maybe Bitcoin, BQX, and then it changed to Ethos. Yeah, that's it. So he said, it's his play. I'm not telling him like I'm trying. He's doing his own thing. My dad, of course, he's telling me, hey, Art, I got those PayPal, man. It's freaking up. I was in at 28 cents, 30 cents, up to, whatever the hell it's at right now, 70, 80 cents, and hit 90 cents. He's like, I want to get in and out of this. I'm just going to call you and tell you to, like, when I want in and out. I'm like, no, actually, you're not. I don't have time to be your personal effing broker. I didn't say that to him, but I said, I'm it's your stuff. I said, Dad, all you got to do is open an account on Ether Delta. I'll transfer it right over to your account. I hope you set it up. And then you can get in and out on whatever one you want. And by the way, there's a whole bunch of other tokens you might want to play with. Because he's like, this is just kind of fun for me. I put in $200. I'm already up, $500-$600. And I just want to take some out and play this game. That's all. Just for fun. I don't care what happens. I said, well, at $200, yeah, who gives a crap, right? But you're not calling me for this nonsense. I don't have time for nonsense moves like that. Okay? So I'll hook you up. He's like, all right, yeah, give me a little lesson. I said, I'll hook you up. I'll show you how to do it. You can play your little game on Ether Delta. And so. Oh yeah. What that your dad will lose them with a noob mistake. That's very possible. Yeah. Taz Eeyore is hungry. She's ready to go. She's hungry. So I'm out, guys. Again, just mainly an update about this nonsense. Bitconnect. I hate to say it. I hate to say, spread FUD around on your favorite Ponzi, but I got to do what I got to do, folks. Or else I wouldn't be Realist News and I wouldn't be trying to help people as best I possibly can. These 2 guys are not getting hacked. It's their exit strategy, which also means if Bitconnect ends very soon, and by soon, a couple months, maybe sooner, maybe much sooner, like Cliff says, he thinks it'll be in December, then you know that they were on the inside. And you know that they know the people at the top who gave them the down low of, hey, you need to start doing your exit strategy now because it's about to go down. Which means that's some interesting information for the sheriff's office. Take care.